Well, hello everyone. This is Sandman99, and here we are with yet another Fallout 4 recording. And I don't know how far I'm going to continue with this. I guess it depends on whether or not people really want to watch it. But if it seems to gain some interest, we'll keep doing it for a bit. But what I thought I would do here is a continuation of the Adventures of Joe Smurd. And if anybody watched the Fallout New Vegas series, then they'll know that the title character was a character that I had kind of named for a rather obscure comic strip that appeared once in Mad Magazine in the late 1970s called The Cowboys. And of course, one of the characters in there was a guy named John Smurd, who was the real cowboy as opposed to Lance Sterling, the movie cowboy. Because Mad Magazine used to do some of those kinds of features where they would show what it looked like in the movies and then what they thought it looked like in real life. So Lance Sterling was the guy with the nice Roy Rogers style shirt and the white hat and the silver six guns and all that kind of stuff and the square jaw. And John Smurd was a guy wearing a beat up old floppy hat and a checkered shirt with a big bushy beard and flies buzzing around him everywhere and that kind of thing. And his gun was an old pistol that he carried around in his pants pockets. He didn't even have a gun belt. So anyway, if you look up Mad Magazine, The Cowboys, you might be able to find a copy of that, because I did see a copy of that on the internet a while back. So I was able to reread it, but I just remembered that one from my younger days when I used to read Mad Magazine. So anyway, I've got a preset here because Joe Smurd, of course, didn't really look like the regular like Nora. So we've got something here that more or less approximates what she looked like in Fallout New Vegas. At least that I tried. Although, again, there's been some additions, tattoos, and embellishments and things. I have some, and we could also have a quick look at this one. Yeah, maybe that one is a little better. So, anyway, people who watch New Vegas will know that Joe Smurd was a form of vampire. And so what I've done is I've installed the Visaki mod by Demon of Cirilla. And it is the closest approximation that I could come to for the daywalker type vampire that Joe Smurd was, because I am running the Sanguinaire mod, of course, but those vampires are different than the one that Joe Smurd was, because they actually cannot go outside during the day. And of course, Joe Smurd had red eyes, and she had kind of a heart-shaped face like this. The haircut was short. I even in all the hair mods that I have, I don't have a haircut that looks exactly the one she had. So tried to do a reasonable approximation of what she looked like. Considering the differing art styles and that kind of thing too. But anyway, we're just waiting for all of our various things, radio stations to, load and all that kind of stuff. But I think we can probably go here. This is only a dream. I need to wake up. And I was in the Commonwealth and just happened to stop and rest. What makes me special? So, first of all, I'll put in our name. As soon as I get close enough to the keyboard that I can actually type. Okay. And one of the things that we need to do here is we need to maybe add a point there of perception, and we'll maybe do a few points to intelligence. Endurance. Okay, kind of like that. One more endurance. And one more intelligence. Okay. So we'll go with these starting scores. So what are my unique traits? This is something that is a little bit like the Fallout New Vegas thing. This is a mod, of course. And I'm going to choose Gifted. And we'll add 2 points to each special stat, but gain experience at half the normal rate. And we do it on the perk chart. Okay, and you can only choose one trait as opposed to, I think you could choose 3 in Fallout New Vegas. What am I doing with my life? Well, I guess you could say I'm a drifter, because I think what my sort of very rough backstory for Joe Smurd is going to be is that once she took over New Vegas and kicked most of the other factions out, well, after a while I guess she got tired of running things and decided to go and explore toward the east. So now where was I really? Okay, and we have a number of choices here. And I'm going to go with, I was exploring in the Glowing Sea, because of course to arrive here from the west you'd have to cross the Glowing Sea. Okay, what do I have with me? We'll say plenty of gear. And how much do I know? And start off at level 5. Then basically, it's specials as selected, traits as selected, class as selected. Okay, locations, gear, amount as selected, level as selected. So we're ready to wake up, so I'll pause while we do some loading here. Okay, we're back. And so here we are, we're inside the remains of a crashed airplane in the middle of the Glowing Sea. And so, of course, we are still getting things loading up here. But just to start off with, of course, we start off with a lever-action shotgun, a 45 caliber lever-action rifle, a 44 revolver, and a submachine gun, as well as a pool cue. And, of course, I've got my bullet time favorited there, and I favorited stim packs down here. Don't think stim packs need to be favorited particularly because they can also be accessed very easily in the menu system here. As you can see, all I'd need to do is press X to use one. But anyway, we've got 4 level ups that we can choose. So since we're starting off in a dangerous area, I think I'm going to choose toughness for one. And I've tinkered with some of these perks myself a little bit, so basically level 1 toughness, you get 100 damage resistance instead of 40, and a damage reduction incoming of 10%. And then, you know, like they gradually increase a little bit, you know, as you gain ranks in it. And I think we're also going to choose rad resistance. And again, I've tinkered with this one a little bit because 40 radiation resistance is really nothing. It doesn't give you any kind of, you know, it's almost a worthless perk. And we're going to choose Ghoulish, and I'm running somebody else's overhaul on this one that improves how Ghoulish performs. So that's 3, we got 1 more left that we can choose. And, I think what I'm going to do here, since I do have 4 perception, is I'm going to choose Locksmith, because you encounter quite a few chests and boxes and things like that, that, you know, especially if you're unable to open them you can't get access to a lot of important resources and stuff. So there we go. And of course, for starting here, I start off with some spike armor and a battered fedora. So we got some pretty basic equipment here. We can kind of have a look at what's in here. And there we go, we can unlock a wooden crate. I've got 15 bobby pins by the looks of it to start off with. And there's some Radaway. Okay. And another bobby pin there. And we'll grab the camera because it's valuable.
Got it.
Okay. And we'll grab that for the cloth. Same thing with the teddy bear and the baseball, because you know, later on, if we happen to find our way to a chemistry bench, we'll be able to, and we'll grab that too, we'll be able to maybe make some better clothing items that we can attach different modifications to, to make us a little bit more capable of carrying things, or, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, there's a trap door here. We can go out into the glowing sea. Now, and we'll pause briefly while the outside loads. Okay, here we are, out in the glowing sea. And I think I'm going to probably get a gun ready. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the lever action shotgun most of the time, because it's about the hardest hitting weapon that I've got. The 45 rifle is actually not a bad weapon either, but I think if I get an opportunity to, I'll put a scope of some sort on it and use it as a more long-range weapon. I don't know that I'll use the submachine gun, because right now 45 ammo is kind of hard to find, and when you use an automatic weapon you can burn through ammunition pretty quickly, so I think I'd probably only use the submachine gun in cases of an emergency. So anyway, we are on board the remains of a crashed airplane. And we could grab the flight data recorder here for flight 1665. And we'll play it.
Approaching Boston from the west. We've got heavy winds, but it shouldn't be a problem. Lining up for runway 2 at heading. What the hell is that? Some kind of bright light from the north.
Yeah, and then that was it. Nuclear detonation probably crashed the airplane. So here we go, our first trunk full of goodies. And looks like we found a 10mm pistol, which might be a good thing. And we also found a bolt-action shotgun. Pipe shotgun. Which is not bad either. It doesn't do as much damage at close range as a standard shotgun does, but if you can you know, use it at medium to longer ranges, it actually tends to keep the pellets together tighter, so that you can actually, you don't lose as much damage over longer distances with a bolt action pipe shotgun. As you can see, the spread is pretty tight. It holds 3 shots. Each time you fire a shot, you have to work a bolt. And after you fire 3 shots, then you have to reload it again. So, but anyway, and if we compare the damage of it, well, it does a little bit better damage than, say, the lever action 45 rifle does, but it does quite a bit less damage than our lever action shotgun. So we'll maybe stick with the lever action shotgun for now. And we'll do a little bit of exploring around here. These airplanes are weird. It's like the wings themselves are, you know, like passenger seating on the inside of them too. rather than just the body in between the wings. These things must have been really huge aircraft in the game world here. Anyway, I've got a bunch of quest markers that come up automatically, salvage off, this sort of thing, 50 ways to die at Dr. Nick's. I'm just going to turn all of those off for now, and we're just going to do a little bit of free-form exploring here in a very cautious way. And we'll try to get somewhere. Oh, there's another bag with some goodies in it. Not going to grab that, though, because it might be quite some time before I'm able to do anything with a lot of this stuff. There's, I think that's about it for remnants of the airplane. I am tired from lack of sleep, so now I'm going to have to try and find some place where I can sleep, because, of course, the glowing sea is not a place where you can do that kind of thing. And I don't have a sleeping bag or anything like that. And of course, we are playing on survival difficulty, but as you can see, 250 radiation and resistance is not bad. You can kind of walk around without protective items or... Oh shit. Now it's time to run. Alright. And one of the handy things about being a Visaki is you do get some superpowers. Like I can jump higher than normal. Okay, where are you? Where did he go? There he is. Okay, yeah, see, he's going to turn around now and he's going to run away. Because I'm up somewhere where he can't reach me, alright? But that's okay. I probably can't hurt him much with this thing anyway. Imagine if you locked onto him in VATS with one of these guns, probably the amount of health it would take off would be like a tiny fraction. Okay, he's forgotten where we are now. So I guess maybe we'll just sneak a little bit further this way. But I'm going to try and play this without getting killed, if possible. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, though, but, you know, like it's one of the challenges for starting off in an area like this, too, is trying to, you know, like do a clean playthrough, I guess, without a death. So I guess that's one of the things that we'll be sort of seeing if I can do successfully. Okay, I wonder if I'm far enough away now. Look at that, there's an eyebot out here in the middle of nowhere, and there's a blood bug. And the thing is, you don't want to get too much involved in, you know, fighting things when you're level 5 out in the middle of the glowing sea, either, because even if you win, well, you might attract the attention of something even worse while you're fighting, and then you could get in real trouble pretty quick out here, because there are a lot of well, like really deadly... Oh my, what's going on over there? Deformus sanguine vampires fighting with a rad scorpion. Okay, I think that's another one of those avoid kind of situations. Of course, the Deformus sanguine vampires are the ones that look like ghouls, and they're largely immune to radiation. But I'm going to avoid the encounter with them because they're incredibly deadly. Probably almost as bad as that Deathclaw at this level. But we'll just continue to make our way kind of toward the north, I guess, in the hopes that it will eventually get us out of the glowing sea. Oh my. Okay, looks like they killed the rad scorpion. I'll just sneak around behind this rock here. I seem to be going more west than north just because I have to, in order to avoid some of the hazards. So where am I in relation to anything? Okay, looks like I'm heading right for the crater of Adam. Okay, well, maybe I can do a little bit of trading there or something. Oh shit, there's another Deathclaw. We'll just try to see if we can sneak away. Come on, sneak away. Hey. Okay, well, he's sort of still halfway thinks he wants to follow me, but how close are we to the crater of Adam? Okay. Uh-oh, I just heard another one. Rad scorpions up ahead. Boy, this is rough. Oh, there. I managed to get hidden again. I think we'll keep sneaking for the crater of Adam here because we can then maybe regain our bearings. Start working on getting out of the glowing sea alive. Looks like there's a crashed airplane up there. And there's a rad scorpion over there, so we need to kind of go over this way a bit more. What's this? It's like a trailer up on stilts? A boxcar up on stilts. Is there anybody home? Looks like I can open that door. Anybody home? Oh shit, yep, there's somebody home. I better get out of here. I don't think that guy's friendly. Luckily, I appear to be good enough at sneaking that he didn't notice me, so I'm just going to keep on going. And now I'm thirsty. Do I have any water? Okay, I got a little bit of water. So, Basaki daywalker vampires can consume food and water like a human. They can also consume blood, which actually acts as a replacement for food and water as well. So they're sort of a little bit more versatile than the sanguinaire vampires are. It's actually a pretty good mod. It's a lot simpler, I think, in many ways than the sanguinaire mod is, but everything works really well. And it's very customizable. You get a holotape that you can put in your Pip-Boy that you can use to customize certain parameters of the mod too. And it's nice to not have to be limited to only being able to operate outdoors during the daytime too. It's you know, a little bit more easygoing that way, I guess, a little less hardcore. That being said, you don't get as many immunities and superpowers and that kind of thing as you do with the Sanguinaire mod either. I think that's the crater of Adam that I'm looking at right there. Yeah, I think I can see that they've got some metal buildings and stuff in there, so I got chased somewhat off course. Okay, like there's a broadcast tower or something up there. Anyway, I'm going to head for the crater of Adam. I don't think I'll be able to find a place to sleep there, but at least I'll have a relatively safe place to kind of stop. Oh, no, that's not the crater of Adam either. That's something else. Ruined factory or something. Oh, that's the entrance to Fusion City, actually. Interestingly enough. And I can actually go into Fusion City if I want to. You can't do much once you get in there, because in order to open all of the stuff up, there's certain quests that you have to complete and that kind of thing. But here we are at Fusion City Vault entrance. And I can take a peek in some of these little buildings here and maybe pick up a couple of items that might be useful too. Like that biometric scanner and that sensor module and that RadAway. It's RadX. I don't use the RadX very much because the 50 additional points of radiation resistance that you get from it really doesn't do anything. Okay. But we can go in Fusion City for a moment. Because the door will open for us. We'll just do a save here before we go in there. And maybe we can replenish some supplies and things while we're in there anyway. So we'll pause briefly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fusion City. If we could have your attention for just a few moments, we would like to briefly review some safety precautions. The elevator on your left will take you to the hotel, university, and shopping districts of Fusion City. If you are visiting Club Fusion and have a VIP pass, please proceed to the VIP entrance on your right. This entrance is strictly for VIP members. Current elevator transit times, both to the club and to the shopping area, are approximately 60 seconds. Fusion City policy prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any security cameras or smoke detectors. Although we never anticipate a fire, flood, or shooting, if we did, we certainly wouldn't be at work today. There are fire exits, located to the sides of the complex. Firearms are welcome here, but please keep all the weapons holstered, unless the need arises. In the highly unlikely event of a robbery, shooting, or other criminal act involving force, swift and judicious marksmanship is very much appreciated. If there is anything we can do to make your visit more enjoyable, please let us know. We realize you have options when you shop and travel, not great options, but still options nonetheless, and we appreciate you choosing Fusion City. Thank you for your attention, and please enjoy your stay with us.
Okay, we've made it to Fusion City, where there's a whole bunch of RadAway and some stim packs right on this table for us to take. And we could grab a hazmat suit too if I wanted one, but I don't really want. So that disembodied voice there was talking about elevators, and the one with the big lineup goes into Club Fusion, and I can't get in there anyway. And this elevator actually goes to sort of a shopping area, I guess. And it might take a minute or so, so we'll pause. Okay, that was a pretty long elevator ride, but here we are in Fusion City, and we'll talk to the guy in the blue vest. He looks just like a Walmart greeter, doesn't he? But he's a Fusion City greeter.
Welcome to Fusion City. I'm a Fusion City greeter, here to answer any questions you may have. Is there anything I can help you with?
Okay.
This place almost looks pre-war. How do you manage that?
Because it is pre-war. Prior to the bombs falling, this place was a huge military bunker. We started converting it to a shopping area and tourist destination a little over 50 years ago. But it's really within the last decade or so that we've had the technological breakthroughs to make this place what you see today. Anything else I can help you with?
Can you help me get the lay of the land of this place?
Sure. Right now, you're in the hotel and mall area. The hotel lobby is straight ahead, past the escalators. We have a barber, doctor, post office, and laundromat in there. On your left over there is the subway to the bank, grocery store, and university. The gun shop and shooting range are past the fountains on your right. And if you're looking for a fight, the fight arena is on your left at the gun shop. And of course, Club Fusion is just on the other side of the fight arena. Anything else I can help you with?
What's the story with this place?
So, it's your first time here, I take it. Well, where do I start? Basically, we're the Commonwealth's premier shopping, entertainment, and medical tourism venue. Almost any service you can imagine, we offer it. And what happens in Fusion City stays in Fusion City. Anything else I can help you with?
Nope, I guess that's
Not
it.
right now.
All right, enjoy your stay here.
Okay, well,
You haven't seen a package in a plain brown envelope, have you?
Excuse me.
You there. What are you, some kind of medical assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered.
Wait, who are you again?
I'm Dr. Zimmer from the Institute. Well, that's not really important. What is important is that I was supposed to receive a shipment of blue pills this morning. I have an appointment in an hour, and, well, let's just say, if those pills don't show up, the situation could become awkward.
You're acting like I know what those are. What exactly is this place?
You really don't know? How on earth did you get here then?
I just came across this place.
I see. Well, this is Fusion City, the ultimate entertainment, education, and medical destination in the Commonwealth. Almost any service you can imagine, it can be found here.
okay, well,
Good to
that's
know.
enough.
I'll be going.
I see.
So that guy's from the Institute. It looks as though, wow. And of course, there's a lot of people wandering around here, and like lots of random
I can help you with.
NPCs.
What happens in Fusion City stays in Fusion City. Well, except herpes. That shit will come back with you.
Anyway, I cannot get access to the Fusion City subway station until I go through a fairly lengthy quest line. So, I basically can wander around here and look a little bit, but I can't. But I can't really.
One evening of solitude.
But I can't really do a lot. So anyway, they have a post office, I guess, whatever a post office is here. Oh, there's a terminal. Postal Service Terminal. Coming soon. Establishing the infrastructure for a functional postal service across the Commonwealth is an expensive proposition. We are currently awaiting funding of our Series A round of financing before commencing operations. Okay, so I guess the post office is not yet functional. And of course, that looks like where you check in for a hotel room if you wanted one. And we have a barber here where you could go and get your hairstyle done and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of work went into decorating this place too, right? Like there's a lot of detail here. I wonder what those are doing in an ice cooler. And I guess here is the laundromat. Oh, look, there's a beer. A beer in the laundromat. What's that doing there? Okay, we'll grab those shotgun shells. Other than that, not too much in the laundromat. Okay. So that's it for upstairs. And here is the clinic. Again, look at the decorating. It's amazing. Okay, there's a stim pack I can grab. You know, I'm going to grab these things because I might be able to use them for making stuff. Grab that too. Anything in here? Okay. take that too. And we'll take the teddy bear. Okay, can't look at patient records. Oh, there's an Addictol. Most of this is static clutter by the looks of it, but there are a few things here that you can pick up. Yeah, no, don't mind me, Doc. I'm just grabbing some stuff here. Oh, cigarettes. Okay. Carton of cigarettes. There. I can take that telephone too. Clinic terminal. Services that we offer: facial reconstruction and plastic surgery. Wow, gender reassignment, injury and radiation, addiction, x-rays. Additional drugs are sold in the pharmacy. Why the Fusion City Clinic? Besides employing the best trained physicians in the Commonwealth, we differentiate ourselves by not engaging in certain fraudulent and dangerous practices used by the majority of the medical profession. We don't accept insurance. Why? Because it drives up prices, increases administrative burdens, and creates incentives for fraud. When the patient isn't the one paying for the services, they aren't the customer, the insurance company is. We aim to serve our patients, not insurance companies. We don't set up appointments and then make you wait for 2 hours. If you make an appointment and we can't see you within 10 minutes of the appointment, there is no charge for the service. We state prices up front. Most doctors not only can't tell you the price up front, they can't even tell you the price after providing service. They make up an arbitrary price later, billing some patients 10 times what they bill others for the same service. We view this as fraud and refuse to treat our customers this way. We don't take kickbacks from drug dealers or medical equipment providers. This reduces incentives to overprescribe drugs, run unnecessary tests, and administer unneeded medical treatments. We don't own subsidiary service providers who we send you to so we can run extra tests you don't need and then overcharge you for it. We do our best not to kill you. Sounds crazy, but before the Great War, medical errors were the third leading cause of death in America, killing roughly 250,000 Americans every year. Wow. I don't know if that's true or not, but boy, if it is, that's a lot of people. That's more than accidents, gun deaths, suicide, and kidney disease combined. And medical errors remain a leading cause of death today. We have zero tolerance for arrogant doctors and nurses who won't take basic precautions such as washing their hands, writing semi-legibly, reading labels, and double-checking dosages. We also do not sleep deprive our medical personnel. Waiting room magazines. We don't intentionally display old and shitty waiting room magazines. It's just that the newer magazines and the more gossipy magazines get stolen faster. So the old boring magazines are all that's left. We could order more magazines, but then people would just steal them. Okay. So, anyway, that was the trip to the clinic, and we managed to get some useful items out of there. So even though I don't have access to most of the area here, there are still some useful things. And then there are vendors here, like Chef Wolfgang Duck. Okay.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Great.
So what do you have for sale there, buddy? Got a lot of stuff for sale, actually. Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll... wow, that's expensive. That's really expensive. Those are pretty cheap. Maybe we'll buy those. Yeah, because I can't afford anything else. Let's see if I got anything here I can sell. I could sell a whole bunch of these 15 Molotov cocktails. Yeah, we'll keep 3 of them. I could sell this bolt-action shotgun, I guess. have a lot of Radaway too, but I can make stuff with that later, so I'm going to hang on to it because it doesn't weigh much anyway. The Rad-X, on the other hand, I don't really have much use for, so I'm going to sell that off. And yeah, we'll sell the sweet roll too. Alright.
Life's hard, but it's ours.
Yeah.
That seems worth it to me.
Anyway, here we are now. We're at the gun shop, weapon and armor shop, by the looks of it. And they have all kinds of
Yeah?
workbenches and things that you can use. They don't store anything, but... And an armor workbench there. We can break down some of this stuff. Let's see what I can do here. I can't add any weave right now, or any miscellaneous items, or any materials. Okay. So I guess I don't really have anything much else I can do here. I can try and see if I can grab a few things, if I can find some stuff that I can interact with here. Although most of this is just static clutter by the looks of it. And in here is the shooting range. So they actually have like targets that move back and forth and up and down and all that kind of stuff. And they actually do have ammunition boxes where I can take ammunition from. As well as some other useful items, so there we go. And I don't really want to shoot at the targets right now, because I don't have that much ammunition to spare anyway. Right. Okay. So we'll head back into the gun shop here. Okay, that's a chem lab. So what can we make at the chem lab? Anything? We could maybe make ourselves a sleeping bag. Yeah. That would be a good thing to have. We'll go with camo. Yeah, we just have enough stuff there to make ourselves a sleeping bag. And we can make this as well. And I'm not sure whether this stuff will be compatible with the spike armor or not. But it doesn't cost us much in materials to make, so we'll give it a try. Okay. It looks like, yes, we can wear all that stuff with the spike armor. And of course it doesn't show up because I use zap sliders to make those things invisible. Which means that I can gain the benefit of the increased armor provided by these things without you know, having strange clipping of items through my armor and that kind of thing. But it's unlikely that I can make anything else here right now. Maybe I can go in here and let's see here. Okay. Oh, I can make myself a necklace because I obviously have enough silver to do that. And then I can take that over here and I can give that a deep pocketed mod for free, which will allow me to carry a bit more stuff. That gives me 1 damage resistance, and it also boosts my charisma by 1. So, there. I suspect there's not a lot other things that I can do right now, though. Maybe I can upgrade some of my... Okay, what do I need in order to make this a better weapon? I need oil and adhesive. Okay. If I got oil and adhesive, I could make that a slightly better weapon. This one I think I've already got as better as I can make it. And what about this?
Yes.
Okay, again, oil and adhesive. So maybe we'll if I can find the guy that works here at the shop. There he is.
Yeah?
Excuse me.
Looking for a weapon?
Sure.
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I've got.
There's what you got. What do you got for junk items? Okay, he's got all sorts of things, but I can't afford any of that. Because he isn't selling any individual things, so I guess we'll wander in here to the arena.
Prepare to get slammed as Crumlin Diner, Win and Road to Steel proudly present Fusion City Smackdown, featuring the 10,000 cap battle for the Monster Beast Challenge Series, only in the Fusion City Combat Zone. See all the fighters, Rook Machete, Lexapar Courier, El Splattador, Paul Monster Beast Supreme. Watch as these gladiators battle it out in hostile territory, bad intentions, and hell Then don't miss the 3rd annual Quinn and Ale Twinkie Cook-Off this Sunday. Tickets just 10 cash. Purchase at anywhere on the ticket outlet and the Fusion City Box. First 100 people in the door get a free shot of Jet and a bag of angry mutant Halloween. It's high octane excitement for the whole family.
Okay, this place is just weird. But anyway.
Just one day I'd like to not get shot at.
And then this is the entrance to Club Fusion, but you don't have full access to the whole club. It's only like a couple of rooms. Of course, we have the washrooms here. And there's nothing in the mirrors, so I guess... Okay.
Adam shall purify the faithful.
And so if we head on up the stairs here... Okay, so... What are you doing?
Ugh, where to begin?
Okay. Looks like this is some sort of chapel or something. Okay.
You should have a drink before bed. It does the trick for me.
Oh, there's actually a... Okay. Who said that? Oh, okay, that's Priestess Mary
Everything's under
Patrick.
control.
Hey, alright. You again. Need chems?
Okay. Oh, this is a spot where you can look down at the cage, I guess.
Been to the university yet? I heard there was a big fight on the surface.
Stepping out to see the world, huh?
Well, grab that. And I suppose we could grab that because if we find a... Oh, I can just take that too. Okay, look at all that.
I don't think we've met yet.
This place is going to put Diamond City out of business.
Well, it's a little far out of the way, I would say, but... This is just like an upper balcony in this area, I suppose. Okay, that looks like it heads back down to the main area again. And here we are. This is the police station. Okay, they have a police station. Okay, well, We aren't going to worry too much about the police station right now. And there's like a whole bunch of hotel rooms.
Keep moving.
Okay,
Yes?
General Trader.
You want to do some trading?
Sure.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. Ooh, look, I can buy blood packs. That's a good idea. Let's buy those. Can I sell anything? Well, I could sell another one of those. Don't get much for them, but I'm going to hang on to that pistol for the time being in case I need it. Okay. Let's sell that and that. One of the drawbacks, I guess, to being a Vasaki is that you're not really affected by alcoholic beverages much. You don't get really any benefit from them. And also it appears that the effects of a lot of chems are reduced somewhat as well. Well. Let's see here. Good. Adhesive and oil. Well, that thing is oil, kind of. Okay, there's oil. Adhesive. Some more adhesive. Wow, okay. I'm gonna have to sell something else here in order to get back even again here. Okay, there. What else have we got over here? Okay, so it kind of looks like that gold-plated flip lighter is the only other oil we got, really. Maybe we'll sell a few more of those. Then I can afford to buy that. Okay, now we'll see if we can find a weapon workbench here again. Oh yes, there's public washrooms all over the place here, including showers and all that kind of stuff.
Why do I get the impression that I don't want to know what you have to say?
There's another kind of bar area here, complete with video games, which I am apparently not allowed to use since I'm not a guest, I guess. However, I can take some of this stuff out of these dressers, which is interesting.
University yet?
So maybe I can put some stuff together here, if I can collect enough of this stuff and get some cloth and that kind of thing. That's a weird thing to find in a dresser. Okay, and I think I saw somewhere where I can pick up some rubber as well, because I need that in order to make rubber-soled shoes. I think it'll be in here. Yeah, basketballs. Because it would definitely be helpful to be able to carry more items. And this spike armor is kind of heavy. Yeah. We'll head back in here. Okay. Let's scrap some of this stuff that we picked up. Then we'll head on over here to the chem lab. We'll have a look here. Okay, we need leather now too. Okay, so we need to... Well, not necessarily, because we can make sneakers. Okay. So we'll make sneakers. And make that. Make yeah, sure. Let's make that. And we'll make that. Okay. Oh, we need leather to make the pants. Damn it. Okay. So we need one thing of leather. And then we can make a entire outfit.
Ugh, I think I ate too much.
So maybe we need to try and find our way back upstairs again, and we'll search through some of the hotel rooms. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pause while I'm doing that. Well, I just wandered into an area called Fusion City Residential, and I suddenly got a side quest called Vidkun's Burden. So I have to talk to somebody named Gracie, and I'm not sure what triggered that. I think just entering this area appears to have triggered that.
Do you think the Brotherhood of Steel guys in their power armor ever get food poisoning? Ooh.
Oh, Gracie is a little kid.
Hi there. Can you help me?
Well, what do you need?
I lost my bear. His name is Barry. Barry the bear. I think my brother Vitkin has it. I let him borrow it for good luck. But I haven't seen him in a while. And I miss him a lot. Can you find my brother and get Barry back for me?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's a computer in my brother's room. It might help you find my bear.
Okay. So I guess now we have to investigate Vidkun's terminal. Is there anything in here we can pick up?
Greetings. You ever been to Fusion City before? It can get pretty crazy here.
A luck bobble. Oh, look at this.
There we go.
There's bobbleheads in this world. Mostly I'm just looking for something I can pick up that will give me a unit of leather so that I can make the outfit I want to make. But sure, we'll go and we'll check out this guy's terminal and see where that takes us. Oh, now it's time to eat those dandy boy apples that I bought. There. And have a drink of water. Maybe they've got a water tap or a water fountain or something here somewhere.
This place is gonna put Diamond City out of business.
Okay, well.
Oof, idiot.
Well, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, well, that's good too. Okay, we'll grab that too. All sorts of useful things in here.
Those dancers in Club Fusion are hot.
Yeah, I can just walk right into these people's rooms and take stuff out of their dressers and stuff. It was totally worth the trip. Wow. Watch. Okay. Well, let's see what's in Vidcon's terminal.
Sweet.
Accepted to Fusion City University. Received my acceptance letter to Fusion City University today. I'm excited for the opportunity to study my passion chemistry at the best college in the Commonwealth or anywhere. And of course, for the girls I'll get to meet there. Yeah, mostly the girls. Barry the Bear good luck charm. I'm off to college at FCU today. Going to be living in the dorms there and visiting back home on the weekends. She lent me her teddy bear Barry is good luck charm. I tried to politely decline, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Gonna miss seeing her every day. I'm having the time of my life. Okay. Chaden Hall Guild. Some people say they're too snobby, but everyone seems to agree they throw the best parties. Chaden Hall. I met some of the guys at Chaden Hall Guild during Rush Week, and they were really nice to me. They seemed fascinated by what I knew about chemistry, especially how to make mentats and kinds of party drugs that were possible. No one has ever taken an interest in my knowledge like that. Usually I just get teased. They invited me to their house party last Saturday. I've never experienced anything like it. They hired dancers from Club Fusion and held a stripper Olympics with competitions like mud wrestling and something called a banana swallow challenge. At one point, I was stripped down to my briefs, covered in chocolate syrup, and paddled by a stripper. Later on, we were all pretty drunk. The brothers played a prank on us pledges. They had a friend pretend to break in, and another brother went to check it out with a gun. The gun just had blanks, but we didn't know that. We heard 2 shots, and when he came back in crying, he said he didn't mean to do it. He pleaded with us that he panicked and shot, and he couldn't get caught or his life would be ruined. They made us clean the blood off the floor, which we later found out was a mix of steak, marinade, food dye, and oil. We rolled up the body in a rug and they made us smuggle it out through the vault entrance. Once outside, we walked up the hill, buried the weapon, dug a grave for the body. We were all freaking out by this point. As we were about to throw the body in the grave, 2 brothers came out with beer and unwrapped their friend in the carpet to reveal the hoax. They told us if we were willing to help bury a body, we'd be true bros. I have one more test to pass before I can become an official member of the guild. Something about an initiation ritual in the labyrinth. But I don't know any more than that. Okay. So, I'm guessing, though, I'm not going to be able to go any further with this because I can't get access to the subway station just yet. Looks like there's a couple more rooms to look in up here, maybe. Wow, there's quite a bit more space in here.
What
Look at
happens
this.
in Fusion City stays in Fusion City. Well, except herpes. That shit will come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, we can have a drink of water at the sink. Yeah, this is a pretty big place. But I still haven't found anything that will give me the piece of leather I was hoping for.
You having trouble sleeping?
Ooh, there's a laser pistol. I'll take those 2. Oh wow, there's more on this side. And another laser pistol.
Perfect.
La Coiffe. Okay. Well, looks like they've got lots of common areas here. Okay, well, looks like I'm not going to find what I'm looking for in here. We'll head back out to Fusion City. We'll pause for a moment. Oh, guess I don't have to. Now I'm overtired from lack of sleep. This couch looks like a good place to sleep. We'll do that. Oh, I feel parched, but not for water. So there is a thirst system built into the Visaki mod as well. And the first stage below fully fed is not bad. It actually gives you a buff to perception. However, it will eventually kind of devolve into debuffs at some point if you don't take care of it.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look and see what's up here. So these things are simulation pods where you end up in a replica of the hotel with, you know, like dozens of either raiders or super mutants. And I think I'm a little bit under-leveled for that right now. And look at this, I can unlock this bookcase.
Sweet.
So, looks like there's a secret room back here, and there's a door that requires a terminal. Okay. And it looks like I can have a look in the terminal here.
I'm through.
And it appears that they have something here going on, but there is no way to open the door. I'm not going to get into these entries because this actually comes in much later. If you follow the Fusion City Rising quest line, which you have to go all the way through the railroad opening in order to get access to it, so. And in order to get access to the subway system, you actually have to get access through that terminal-operated door.
Wash away your suffering in Adam's glow.
But anyway, we're going to pause briefly again while I continue to search the hotel rooms here. Okay, I bought a baseball from the merchant here, so I should be able to head back down to that workbench now and finish my outfit. And of course, to continue there, we have to be able to get through that door, which we cannot. So that'll be it for Vidkin's Burden for now. Interesting little reference to Oblivion by the looks of it. But anyway, we'll make our way back to the gun shop here because we can finish making the last piece of our outfit.
Huh?
Oh, we go here. Oh yeah. The shorts. Yeah. Okay. So now we can go to the armor workbench and we can just destroy a few more of these things here that I picked up. And then these, we will apply the deep-pocketed thing. And as you can see later on, when you have the ability to I'll be able to apply weave armor layers to some of these things too. So we'll continue to okay, so all of these things have deep pocketed now, which actually adds to my ability to carry things considerably, and gives me a little bit less armor than wearing the spiked armor does. But at this point, I think being able to carry more is more important than the spiked armor is. Because the spiked armor is actually pretty heavy too. So there we go. So now we can actually probably sell the spiked armor.
Sure. Let's take a look. Here's what I've got.
Okay. So, there we go. Now, I wonder if we can, maybe... we can't, hey? We could make some glove-type accessories, too, maybe. Okay, and we can also make a see-through scope setting tape, which is a good idea. And we'll make a smoking settings so that we can control that too. Okay, oh yeah, gloves. That's what I was going to look at here to see if I could make some gloves. I don't think I can though, because I think they all require leather of some sort. I don't have any more leather. So, I guess we're probably about done here in Fusion City. We'll just go and have a drink of water again out of this sink. And it looks like I can add a purified water. And then we might as well head back out into the wasteland, because there isn't really anything more that we can do here.
What I wouldn't give for some real time.
So I think we'll call this an episode. Hopefully people enjoyed this. Just a little bit of an off-the-cuff thing that I decided to do, since life's been happening, and RecV5X and I haven't really had time to make some of our usual content this week. But anyway, see y'all next time.